kind of saying here, you're after dropping enough hints now, so there is no excuse, I suppose, is the best description I can give you. But don't kind of panic, because when the time is right, and that's indicated there by the 6 of coins, it will happen. And trust me when I say it will actually happen there in relation to that. Okay, so I'm just laying out the fortune cards now, and I have the key card in the upright position, and I also have the path card in the reversed position, and I also have the relationship card in the reversed position as well. Now, when the relationship card comes up from the fortune cards in the reversed position, it simply means, again, like what has been mentioning there, don't be putting too much pressure in terms of where your partner is concerned in getting engaged and getting married, etc. Trust me, it will happen, but it's just a matter of timing there before it actually happens. So I hope that makes sense, Thelma, and thank you so much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Time for another quick break. If you've just joined me and you have not yet sent in your question via Facebook, via the event page, please do so. I will be answering more questions right after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
I can't help hearing the lies. I can't help letting them inside. These words have gotten me low and got me high. You stand and guard at my door, allowing me to be more than what they say, allowing me to be strong and live my way. You make me beautiful, believing in me, make me beautiful and deep within. I find the best side of myself. I know no one else makes me feel beautiful like you. My dreams are never too wild. My words are never laughed off or brushed aside. You make me feel like a star that's not a shine. You make me beautiful, believing in me, make me beautiful and deep within. I find the best side of myself. I know no one else makes me
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 20 minutes past 11 here in Ireland. And again, there is still plenty of time. If you have not yet sent in your question, please do so. You have until more or less kind of 10 to 12. And again, I will be trying to answer as many questions on tonight's show as possible. Like I've mentioned, I won't be able to get through everyone, but don't panic. The next show is on Monday at 11 p.m. And of course, I will be doing private readings over the weekend as well. So if you'd like to purchase a private reading, just check the website irishpsychic.net, and there you can see the different options available to you. Okay, so the next person I'd like to read for, and thank you very much to all the people who are continuing on, sending in their questions. The next person is Karen Power, and Karen has just said, for 2015, what will it bring for me? No problem at all, Karen. And again, with regarding a question like that, it is a 12-month spread, and I'd love to do a 12-month spread on air, but unfortunately I can't. It would be a 30-minute reading, so they will kind of just answer whatever else is kind of bothering you at the moment, or else, what's kind of coming up over the next, 3 months. But like I've mentioned, a full 12-month reading would be a 30-minute reading. Okay, so they just told me to stop, Karen, and I'm just looking at the cards now. Okay, what they're actually indicating here at the moment, Karen, right, quite interesting actually, and I kind of feel it's not just for yourself, but I kind of feel it's for a family member around you. Right, so I have the 8 of Sceptres, and that's in the reversed position. I also have the King of Sceptres, that's in the upright position. And I also have the 8 of Swords as well in the reversed position. The first thing that they're actually mentioning here, Karen, is in relation to, that family member like I've mentioned, and this person would be male, and it could possibly be your brother, cousin, etc., someone like that. But I am kind of picking up that this person has just lost their job, or is about to lose their job. And again, this person could be even closer to you as well. If you're in a relationship at the moment, this would be the person that they'll be actually speaking about here. They are indicating that it is going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to kind of be something that's going to, be overcome quite quickly. Especially when, the 8 of Sceptres comes up, it is kind of a difficult card, especially where, employment is concerned. So I suppose just watch out for that is what they're actually indicating there in relation to the first part there in relation to the reading. The second thing that they're mentioning here is I have the High Priestess card, that's in the upright position, that's one of the major cards. And you also have the 10 of Cups, that's in the reverse position, and I also have the World card as well. And the World card again is one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance on these particular cards. When the High Priestess card comes up in the upright position, it's like if I the way they're kind of giving me the message, Karen, is it's like if I just want to kind of, pack my cases and just kind of not kind of get out of Ireland, but it's like if I just want to kind of do something different, or I just want to kind of, change. It's like if there's this kind of change that is wanting to take place, but you're kind of unsure, should you actually take this kind of change? It's like if you've been probably given an opportunity and now you're kind of thinking to yourself, should you or shouldn't you? From the cards, when the High Priestess card comes up in the upright position, they're kind of indicating that the answer is yes, but you need to kind of look into it a little bit more. Don't kind of rush into things there in relation to that. I also feel, especially with regarding the World card as well, the World card come up in the reverse position. And again, I suppose that's where the hesitant, side of me is coming into play, because I'm kind of thinking, well, should you or shouldn't you? And again, only you know the answer to this particular question, but they're kind of saying here, don't rush into things is kind of the key message there in relation to that. So I hope, Karen, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question for the show. Okay, so the next person as well, and don't forget you can still continue on sending in your questions. The next person I would like to read for is Tracy Hart, and Tracy Hart has just asked a similar question, and Tracy has just said, will this be a good year for me as in relationship wise? Okay, no problem at all, Tracy. So I'm just asking Spirit to connect with regarding your energy. And again, when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay the cards for your reading. And again, when you do send in a question, please do let me know where you're from as well. It's always good to find out where people are from and where you're listening in as well. Okay, so they just told me to stop, Tracy. I'm just laying out the cards now. And you're just asking the question there, will this be a good year for me, as in relationship-wise? Okay, so the cards that are after coming up here are, I have the 5 of Swords in the upright position. That is the escape card. I also have the Chariot card. That's in the reversed position. That's one of the major cards. I also have the 10 of Swords in the upright position. And finally, I have the Enchantress card there, and that's one of the major cards. That's in the reversed position. The way I'm kind of getting the message this time, Tracy, is it's like if you're after kind of taking a tumble, or it's like if there has been kind of a fall, so to speak, and that's kind of more for 2014. Just because things have been quite difficult in 2014, I don't want you kind of letting things get the better of you for 2015. They're kind of saying here, if you can kind of, pick yourself back up and kind of go, do you know what? 2014 was quite a tough year, but now I'm looking forward to 2015. And when I say looking forward to 2015, one thing that I always say on this particular show, and especially where relationships are concerned, or any kind of particular thing that you're worried about, it's always good to do an affirmation. An affirmation is a change of thought, and one thing that I'd love you to say, Tracy, is just, I love and approve of myself and all is well in my life, and I have a perfect relationship and all is well in my life. And again, you're affirming to the universe exactly what it is that you want and what it is that you have as well. And again, if you can do that, and that goes for all the people listening into the show at the moment, if you are worried about anything regarding where relationships are concerned, etc., that is the best affirmation that I can actually give you to do there as well in relation to that. So I hope that makes sense, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. By the way, for all the people who've sent in their question, and if you get it answered on tonight's show, please do leave me some feedback. Just go to the website irishpsychic.net and click on the left hand side there where it says feedback, and you can send in your question. Okay, the next person I would like to read for. Okay, so it's Kellyanne Dunn-Reed. Okay, Kellyanne Dunn-Reed. And the question that you just asked there, Kellyanne, is what's ahead this year, and you're in Dublin, Ireland? No problem at all. So I'm just shuffling the cards. And again, when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. Okay, so they just told me to stop. And you're just asking the question there, what's ahead this year? And you're in Dublin. Lovely. Okay. Okay, so the cards that have to come up here, Kelly, in relation to the question that you've asked, is I have the Empress card, that's in the upright position. I also have the 6 of Wands, that's in the reverse position, and I also have the Wheel card as well in the reverse position. The Wheel card is one of the major cards, and again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. There's a lot of change around you at the moment, Kelly, but it's like if, I suppose, the way I'm kind of getting the message is they're kind of saying if you... Right. They're just talking to me here at the moment. Right. They're saying here, Kellyanne, not to move. So usually when, I pick up something like that with regarding a movement, it's always about, kind of a location change, something like that, or, the purchasing of a new place or something like that. Again, because it's after coming up in the reverse position, again, they're kind of saying hold off on that. You also have the Ace of Coins, which again is a new direction. It's a new opportunity. Because it's in the reverse position, they're kind of saying if it hasn't worked out just yet, don't panic. Things happen for a particular reason. And I don't want you kind of thinking that it's never going to happen, or this, move or change is never going to happen. Trust me, it will happen, but it's just a matter of timing is kind of the key message there in relation to that. I'm just going to shuffle the fortune cards as well, and I'm just going to ask Spirit as well just to connect me with regarding your energy around the fortune cards. Okay, so they just told me to stop. Okay, so I have the Flowers in the reverse position. I also have the Mummy in the reverse position. And I also have the Stars in the reverse position. It's not so much sadness that I'm kind of getting around you at the moment, Kellyanne, but it's like if there's been an awful lot of, I suppose, things that haven't worked out. And I suppose we've all been there. We've all had, things that didn't work out for us. But in this case, it's like if you're kind of... It's like if I just feel like if I'm after hitting a brick wall, it's kind of the key messages that I'm actually getting. And when, Spirit kind of show me things like this and they're kind of hitting the, the brick wall, it's like if you've kind of come to the end of something. And that can only be a good thing. Even though it may not be a good thing just now, I want you to kind of look at things from a different perspective and look at things, and for 2015, with how things can improve. And that's the most important thing. And again, your friends, your family are around you for that. But they're kind of indicating here not to kind of be worrying so much, because again, different things happen for different kind of reasons. And in this case, they're kind of saying here, what did happen was meant to happen is kind of the key